piggyback with the Phlopy quotes, and I'm not sure who this one is by, but I think it's by Buddha, or I don't know, it's part of one of those, like, you know, Instagram pages about Buddha quotes and stuff. You know, Buddha, big belly, badass Buddha. Well, I'll just read this one and then we'll get deep into Phlopy. Fear does not prevent death. It prevents life. You hear that? If you're scared, you're not saving yourself from death. You're keeping yourself from living, is the other way we can say. Look, a lot of you guys need to understand that lack of action is kind of, in a sense, lack of living. Because what is living? What is life? What is life for a sentient being here on Earth? It is movement and action through time. But fear, do you know what fear does? It stops time. Well, it stops time for a person on the physical plane. We might still all be alive and there might be a million, jillion things happening in your head. But that's not here on the physical. That's just in your consciousness. And we don't really understand consciousness that much. Like, we got a good idea of what we know, but we don't have, you know, other perspectives of consciousness. It's a bit hard to study that kind of thing. But we're going to get there, you know. The human race and civilization will eventually find out more. I might find out more about consciousness. Secret. But like I was saying, fear, that stops time. Because you guys heard of I don't know. I like the one where it's called the 4Fs. It's the fight or flight response. You know, that parasympathetic occurrence that happens to us at a sudden incident. You know, like we're like, whoa, and all these hormones start jacking up, getting us ready to do something, gets us ready to fight or engage in action or flight, run away. But when we think about not just those two Fs, we think about the 4Fs. The other F, another F is freeze. Yes. In those moments, we might cause ourselves to stay still, like a stone, completely frozen, in action. And in a sense, even though playing dead is apparently a way to, you know, save yourself from the bear, I think the bear is just going to look at you like, whoa, what is this? I better kill it before it suddenly kills me. Because this bear is thinking, yo, why did that person just stay still all of a sudden? Is it waiting for me to fall into its trap? Nah. Because bears, you know, like, they don't freeze, man. They do whatever they need to do. Like, they're like, nah, I saw you moving before human. I'm going to get you and swipe your ass out. That didn't prevent your death, did it? That staying still. If anything, that car ran over you because you froze. Those bullets got you because you didn't duck for cover. That girl got away because you choked and you didn't say anything. Ooh, that's another way fear prevents life. Because if you're too scared and you freeze up and you choke and you don't ask that chick out, or you don't, you know, try to court her, down the road, you're preventing the possible conception of your offspring. That's life, baby. And you prevented it. Your fear prevented that shit. Shame. Well, at the same time, we don't need too many people anymore because we've kind of overpopulated this planet. But don't worry about that. Let's worry about that fear of yours. In terms of the 4Fs, that fourth F, fornicate. Yes, no, not that swear word that we all like using it. The word's fornicate. I think fornicate starts with F. Yeah, you might get so amped up that you will do that kind of action. So you're going to run, you're going to fight, you're going to create life, or you're going to prevent life. But besides those aspects, living, when we experience life through our road called time, when we travel that road called time, that's when we get to feel things. We get to experience emotions and spirituality. We grow as a conscious being. We learn more. We gain more wisdom and knowledge. We connect closer to the universe outside of us and within us. And that all happens when we travel that road of time. But of course, to travel that road of time requires action, movement. And fear is one of the things that prevent it. It inhibits your opportunity of experience. Sometimes people need to understand that you're a human and you're a lot stronger and more capable than you think. We humans, not only we humans, like most living beings out there, our bodies are designed extremely well. We heal ourselves. Our bodies heal themselves, for goodness sake. Of course, there are, certain ailments that are too quick for us to regenerate or to rid ourselves of. But other than that, we do regenerate ourselves. We heal ourselves. That's where we get scars and all that. That's just proof that we are mighty. Battle scars. No matter what your scars are, that is proof that you can handle some shit that maybe you didn't fear at the time. I'm going to say something very deep that I'm a bit... No fear. I'm going to say it. No offense to a lot of those people out there that have fallen. But fear is what killed them at the moment of death. I know that sounds strange, but when you're at that moment, when you meet the gatekeeper, when your physical body is now at that fine line between living or passing away, that will to live is usually what keeps the strong alive. And no offense, but to those who lack hope, who lack courage, who lack strength, that will to live, and they usually let fear overtake them, prevent them from continuing on. That's that same fear that is preventing them from living on. It's hard to explain, but when you meet those strong people, those powerful, courageous individuals, and when you'll know when you come across someone who's powerful. You can just feel it. You can just know, wow, they don't let things step in the way. They don't fear many things. They go ahead and try it. When they face death, they usually come out on top. Versus other people that, you know, they don't leave much of an impact from you because, you know, like, they're not the type to go out and get it or try that stuff. No offense to them, but when they face death, you kind of gotta get your black suit ready and give them the requiem and the eulogy, because the typical mindset of accepting fear and surrendering to fear, it's the same thing that happened at the heat of the moment. They were scared to continue to bear that pain and to fight off death that's trying to suffocate them. They feared going on and trying and bearing through all the challenges that the gatekeeper was putting them through. And they prevented the rest of their lives. I don't know, I know a lot of people are going to be very unhappy with what I just said there, but no offense, it's the truth. You know why? Because I know the gatekeeper. You know, we kick back every like second Wednesday. I don't know, I can't help it. We just like, we got along, you know. Like one time, like I met her and then it's just, I don't know, like I cracked the joke and she laughed so much about it, and then she cracked one and I was like, oh, that's a bit lame. And then I don't know, like I was kind of teasing her, but then like, you know, she was cool then, all comfy, and then I don't know, like it was kind of cool. Like she's a nice girl. I don't mind her. Like other people have other feelings about her, but like, you know, look, she has a lot to say. You know, not many people get to stay and talk with her all the time, because most people, they just meet her once and then they fuck off to wherever they need to go, or they go back home. But, you know, she's alright. But anyway, enough about that. There's so much out there in the world, or in life, in this path of time that we have. Like, so many things to experience, so many things to feel, to see, to experience, to perceive, to go out there and get. And when you're scared because some system dulled you down to some fear accepting, surrendering slave that gets told what to do, you're missing out on a lot of life. Sometimes you need to understand that you should stand up and you decide what you want to do, even if it's scary, even if people will say no. That's usually the thing we fear the most. Rejection. Actually, I can't remember the quote. Oh, there's another Phlopy quote. Is it right if I bring another Phlopy? No, I'm going to have no fear. I'm going to bring this other Phlopy quote in. I don't know what the quote is, but it's something along the lines of, men fear two things: death and embarrassment. Those who know me well, I dance with both death and embarrassment all the time. You know, and all you people can look at me and laugh, point fingers, ha ha, look at him, what a fool. You know, oh, I can't believe he did that. I would never do that. Did you just hear yourself? I would never do that. That's what makes the difference between me and you. You can live in your fear. I'm living. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to meet death for a very long time. No, actually, I'm going to see her, I think, at a party in, I think, next month. And Gatekeeper's going to be there too. And we're going to have a great time. But other than that, understand what fear does to you guys. It stops your experiences, your opportunities for everything. Have no fear. I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't let fear get in this way. For this Phlopy one, signing out.